Welcome back to Phinys Garage. I'm Gray, and today we were going to be working on the 99 Montero, but plans have changed and we're doing something different. I wanted to take the taillights out of the 99 Montero and swap them with these new taillights that I got from England. So these are Shogun taillights. That was the plan, but plans have changed because in order to install these onto the car, we have to do a little bit of rewiring. So on the American cars, or the Monteros, we have 3 bulbs. 1, 2, 3. Over here on the Shogun, or the Pajeros, we actually have 4, I believe. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. And I believe both of these are the reverse lights. So, I will need another bulb and socket over here. And then we can just splice it in to this light over here. And that way, we don't have to create another socket or anything. Then when we put them in, they'll work. But I don't have that extra bulb at the moment. There's still plenty of work to do on the Mitsubishi Montero itself. I still have to finish sanding down the driver's side here. I gotta finish sanding off the vinyl up on the fender there, and then on the door here, and then we'll be able to prep it and get it ready for paint. Now on the other side of the car, it's actually looking a little bit nicer. They didn't do the best job at fixing this. They were just like, you know what, let's just put a ton of Bondo on there and call it good. So we're gonna fix this. We're gonna prep the surface, get it ready for paint. We'll paint the mud flaps up front, the fender, the doors, rear mud flaps. We'll tape this off because I can't take the side skirts off, unfortunately. A bolt is rusted, and the only way to get the side skirts off is to cut them off. We don't want to do that, so I'll tape off this rubber, and we'll get that ready for paint. There's that to do. We still got to finish sanding the clear coat off this car. As you can see, doing a pretty good job here. The roof, yeah, that's another story. That's I'll probably take the roof rack off for that because that's a lot of work, actually. I'm going to take care of this fender whenever we do the passenger side and the driver's side painting. That way we can just get it taken care of all at once. Rear bumper is still missing on the car. I do have all the parts ready to be reassembled. Everything's painted, cleared, prepped. We just got to reassemble it and then install it back onto the car. Looking good though still. But we got some updates on the Chevy pickup, so let's go check that out. I want to show you guys what I've been up to these past few days on it. So we got the 1965 Chevy pickup over here. I do want to give you guys a bit of an update on what I've been doing on this truck because I haven't made any videos for quite a while now. So I've been focusing on this truck rather than the Monteros just because it is the newest project, but we are closer to finishing the Monteros before we finish this truck, so I'm going to shift my focus back and forth. But here's what we did the other day. Open this up here. So the plan is to try to get this truck running. So what we did is we took out the spark plugs. They were all right to take off. What was harder to take out than the spark plugs were the spark plug wires. Man, all these things are different. They're not even the same. They were such a pain to take off. I know usually you just yank them off. These did not want to come off. I don't know what was going on. But to be fair, this truck hasn't run. Well, it hasn't actually moved since 1975. So, I mean, that's kind of expected. But I'm just not really used to it. But we took out the spark plugs and I put some lubricating oil down into the cylinders to try to maybe break down that rust so we can get it ready to see if we can start it or at least turn it over. We haven't gotten to that point just yet because some stuff came up. I didn't have a funnel long enough to reach the back 2 cylinders. So whenever I was pouring the lubricant in there, it was just like flowing all down the side of the engine. Not really good. I gotta go buy a taller funnel or a funnel with a long spout so we can do that. Spark plugs looked good. They just had a bunch of carbon buildup on them, but I can just use a steel brush, get that off. They weren't broken or anything, so we'll see if they work. If they do, that's great. If not, I mean, I can run to the parts store and get some spark plugs for it. We don't have a radiator, but that doesn't matter. We don't need a radiator to run it. Just can't run it for too long. Here in maybe next couple of weeks, maybe like 1 to 2 weeks, we're gonna see if this engine will turn over. I really hope it would. You know, it'd be better if it even starts, because it'll be the first time this truck has run since 1975. What is that? That would be nearly 50 years. 1975 is the last time this truck was on the road. Whether this engine turns over, starts, or stuck, or seized, it doesn't really matter to me. I'm still going to keep this engine because after we fix this truck up, I'm thinking that we might get another 1960s pickup. And if we find one that's a roller, well, we could take this engine out, take it to a machine shop, get it totally rebuilt to be like a brand new inline 6. We could drop it in that roller pickup. That's if we find one. I'm waiting on some stuff for this pickup, so we won't be able to do anything on it until then. So in the meantime, we'll just be doing work on the 99 Montero and the 96 Montero. But if you want to see more videos on the restoration of the 1965 Chevy pickup or the restoration of the 99 Montero, then consider subscribing to the YouTube channel. But guys, until next time, I will see you later. Have an amazing day.